our new Fox 5 series, Cannabiz, the business of bud. Tonight, we are kicking things off with the man behind a weed store on wheels.
All right, Arthur Chen takes us inside the unique business that is Uncle Bud's.
On 116th Street in Harlem, there's no famous tree like the one that grows in Brooklyn, but there is a budding business, Uncle Bud that is, a hitched trailer that sits parked between Prohibition and Amsterdam.
We're from here, I'm from this community, so we're actually bringing this product to the community.
The man is nicknamed Attache, the ambassador of Uncle Bud's, if you will. The product is marijuana, and the community is Harlem. And the bold part of all of this is that while recreational marijuana for adults was decriminalized for New York State last year, the sale of weed is as illegal as it ever was because the process to establish state regulations for sales was interrupted when Governor Cuomo resigned amid scandal, making this high visibility business rather remarkable.
You have people in business suits, you have older, elderly people, you have younger people, 21 and older.
Uncle Bud could not be easier to find. There's a neon sign on top. The truck doesn't sit surreptitiously in some dark side street, but rather at the busy intersection of Frederick Douglass Boulevard, open from morning until late night. As visible as it is, it seems invisible to authorities. Police cars zip right on by, some pulled up to investigate a possible assault, not so much as a glance given to the truck.
The community takes to us very well. You have people that walk by with strollers that stop and say, "Oh my God, I'm so glad you guys are here."
Fox 5 got an inside look at this operation to see how it works. The products are catchy, resembling the lineup at your local bodega. Only these contain medical-grade marijuana for recreational use. There's a QR code on the side of the truck that pulls up the entire stock on your phone, listing the properties of each item in detail, what it contains, which kind of flower, how it affects a person, and which ailments it's designed to relieve. Products range from $10 to $30, including edibles.
When you see a guest interacting with them, eye contact.
For Attache, customer experience is as important as the product. Having studied hospitality, he graduated from college with a 3.98 GPA and went on to work in management at a large hotel in Times Square. His team keeps the truck and the surrounding area spotless, and all Uncle Bud employees abide by a professional code of conduct that he created.
Instead of saying no problem or you're welcome, one of the things we like to say is my pleasure. Instead of saying yes, we like to say certainly. So, like I said, I'm bringing things from the hospitality aspect into the dispensary.
When Uncle Bud's first opened up here in September, they had some problem with law enforcement because while it's no longer illegal to be in possession of marijuana, to sell it is a different story. So they found an ingenious way to get around it. Just like with certain museums in New York, instead of a price, there's a suggested donation. And like on the app that we showed you, all those numbers you saw, isn't a price, it's a suggested donation.
Their solution to their civic dilemma parallels the HBO show The Wire, which describes how police were compelled to arrest those seen drinking in public when open container laws were created. The targets for arrest were mostly people of color in underprivileged neighborhoods until one man created a fix.
And on his way to the corner, he slips that just bought pint of elderberry into a paper bag. A great moment of civic compromise.
While Uncle Bud has found its civic compromise in the form of suggested donations, its greatest challenge is still to come. As New York State develops the rules for who can sell marijuana, there are those who want to automatically bar anyone with a criminal record from being allowed to sell. But the stipulation would disproportionately disqualify residents from neighborhoods like this one, where many have been arrested for marijuana offenses before it was decriminalized.
A lot of us would get locked up for just smoking a joint. Like, there's plenty of people that have gotten locked up for smoking a joint, walking down the street, but these people are still smart. These people are still going to school.
During the Bloomberg administration, 50,000 New Yorkers were arrested for marijuana offenses in 1 year. More than 45,000 of them were people of color. Now, all of Uncle Bud's employees are from this community, and it has been so successful that in recent weeks, new Uncle Bud trucks have been sprouting up in neighborhoods, including the upscale NoHo area and the Upper West Side. Attache says the The money they earn stays in the neighborhood instead of going out to a corporation outside of New York with stockholders outside of New York. And he only hires locally because, he says, those are the people who deserve a chance at a professional career in this.
A lot of people have been locked up for it, so they should actually allow these people that have been locked up with these criminal records to give them a chance to own their own and actually do it in a professional way.
Their plea to lawmakers in Albany resonates with those we spoke with on the block who want people from their own community cultivating this business.
It's been such a waste that we imprison entrepreneurial people who are finding their way in a niche market, that's not coercive. You don't see any of these people out here forcing anybody to do anything. What they're doing is they're providing a service that's wanted in the community.
A bid to reap the benefits of a budding industry. In Harlem, Arthur Chien, Fox 5 News.
That is fascinating.
It really
As
is.
they say, change happens slow then fast.
Yeah, you
So,
go.
very cool.